Hi guys, welcome back.
Turn the radio on, it's Friday night, and I won't be long. Gotta do my hair, put my makeup on. It's Friday.
Today I wanted to do my labor and delivery story. Oh my god, oh my god. My due date was April 4th. Yeah, my due date was April 4th and I had him March 16th. On March 15th, at night, I was really craving like a Philly cheesesteak sub, and we have roommates, so I texted him because he works at this like restaurant that they make it there. So I texted him and I just really wanted one. So I texted him and I was like, hey, do you think you can bring me one? Blah blah. So he brought me one and I ate it, and then at 5 in the morning I started having pain, and I thought I only had to pee. So I got up and I was like, oh, maybe I had to pee. And I've been through this, but I forgot how it felt. So I went to the bathroom and I was like, okay, it stopped hurting. So I sat down on my bed and I was just going through my phone. So I was going through my phone, and then I noticed that they started to come up again, and I was just like, no, this can't be happening, because I still had my baby shower. My mom was coming from Virginia because she planned a baby shower for me, and I was like, oh no, 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 no. But at the same time, I was like, finally, because I was just done. I was done. I was so tired with that pregnancy. Everything at the end was just bad, and so at 5 in the morning, I texted a friend and I was like, hey, I think I'm getting contractions. And I forgot what she said. I'm up. No, I don't have the messages anymore. My daughter deleted my messages. I do have my sisters. I texted her too, but she was sleeping. It was 5 in the morning. But my friend lives in California, so I don't know what time it was there, but she was about to sleep. Bless you. um, so she just told me to like keep on checking on them and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, and I didn't want to bother her. So, I stopped texting her, and then I constantly kept texting my sister. Like, I was like, can you please wake up? And I was texting her. I started texting her, I think, at 5 in the morning, and I was like, hey, I'm a little confused. And then I kept texting her as if she was answering me. So I kept saying, update, it still hurts. And I was like, update, this and that. And I waited and waited, and then the contractions were like, the first contraction I had was at 5 in the morning, and then they started, I got them every like 8 minutes. And then it was like, I was just sitting on the bed, and I was like jumping up and down, like not like jumping, but like, I was just going like this. And then I kept getting them every 7 minutes. By the time it was 6:30, I was getting them every 6 minutes. And I had to work that day, so I didn't want to wake him up until like my contractions started getting really, really stronger. So, and then it was, I think I texted my mom at like 6:30, I think. And then it was 7, and then I texted my mom again. But of course they weren't answering because they were sleepy. They were sleepy. They were sleeping. So at 7:30, yeah, it was 7:30, I texted my aunt, and I was like, hey, I think I'm getting contractions. Oh, I was getting contractions, but I just said, I think I'm getting contractions. I think I'm gonna have the baby. And she was like, no, you're not. Maybe it's just like Braxton Hicks or something. And I was like, no, I keep getting them like every 5 minutes now, and it hurts. It hurts so much. And then it was, yeah, that at 7:30, my boyfriend woke up and he was like, are you okay? I was like, I think he's coming. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, it hurts. So he was just like acting like it didn't matter, because he was like, oh, maybe it's gonna go away or something. So he took a shower and he was like, are we gonna go to the hospital? And I was like, I want to wait until like I can't with the pain anymore, because with my daughter, the contraction started at 3 in the morning and I didn't go to the hospital until 9. So with this one, with this pregnancy, it started at 5 and I went to the hospital at 8:30. Yeah, I got there like at 8:10, 8:20. And when I texted my aunt, I was like, do you think you can come pick my daughter? Because I do have a daughter and she was going to stay with her. So so I texted her and she was like, yeah, I'll be right there. And I was like, okay. So my boyfriend, he got up and he was like, should I go to work or should, because he works like 5 minutes away from here. So he was like, should I go to work or are we gonna go now? And I was like, no, you can go to work. You can go to work. I was like, I'll call you if like, you know, I can't stand. I didn't have anything ready. His clothes were still not washed. Like everything was in a little basket in my closet. I didn't have like his play thingy ready, like where he was gonna sleep. I didn't have anything ready. So I started washing clothes. I started washing his clothes, and then I was putting me in the dryer, and I was trying to get everything ready. And then my daughter was still sleeping, and then my aunt was at the door, and I was like, my boyfriend had left to work, so my aunt was here, and then I called my boyfriend. I was like, I can't with this pain anymore. And it was like literally 10 minutes he left, and then I called him. Oh my god. Anyways, so he came back, and then my aunt took my daughter. She was sad. She was really sad when she left, kinda, because she was like, I think she was still sleeping. But my aunt was like, I can go buy you McDonald's. You want McDonald's? And she was like, yeah. So they left. That was sad. But anyway, so I got in the car, and the contractions, I got them like every 2 to 3 minutes. It was so bad. It hurt so bad. It hurt more than the first time I had my daughter. Anyway, they took me out to the room where they check you, and when I got there, I was 8 centimeters dilated. And then this guy came in and he was asking questions. And I told the lady that I wanted to get the epidural. And I wanted to get the epidural because I wanted it to go slow, you know? Because with my daughter, I went there when I was 8 centimeters too. And I got the epidural. And then with him, they told me I couldn't because I was dilating quickly. Because the lady left for like 5 minutes, and then when she came back, she checked me again, and I was already 9 centimeters. Anyways, they told me I couldn't have it, so I was like, it hurts a lot, and I think I need to push. So they took me to like the delivery room or whatever, and then when I was there, they checked me again, and they were like, your water broke. No, they told me your water broke, but it didn't, like, because I didn't feel like any, like, you know, water or anything come out. So she checked it. Another one came in, and she was like putting her hands in there, and she was like, we're gonna have to break your water. And I was like, okay, but I need to push. So they broke my water. So I pushed for like 5 minutes, and then this little guy came out. Right? You came out? He was so tiny. Yeah. So when I pushed, this little guy came out. Everything still hurt. When he came out, showed me his face, and they were like, here he is, and I held him for like seconds, and then they took him back. They took him to the little thingy where they weigh him and all that, and they told me that his breathing wasn't okay, that he wasn't breathing, that he was breathing too fast. And I got really scared because how the lady told me, she was like, he's breathing really fast, we have to take him to the, I forgot what it's called, and we're gonna have to keep him there. And look at how big he is now. Look at how big you are, baby. Snuggles? Snuggles? Look at how big he is, guys. He looks a lot like his dad. Right? You look like Papa? You look like Papa? Yeah? So, yeah. That was my labor and delivery story. If you guys want to know more updates about us, then just let me know in the comments down below. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna start posting more videos again. I'm feeling a lot better now, so I'm gonna start posting again, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys!